Thank you for staying with us. We'll be diving right in. Now, as Christmas approaches, Nigerians are feeling the squeeze of soaring airfares and rising costs of other transport options, making it harder for families to reunite during the festive season. Now, lawmakers in the House of Representatives have urged the federal government to reduce airport charges by 50% and cut taxes for airlines, while also calling for measures to make road and rail travel more affordable. Now, they highlighted that the festive season is a time for family, laughter and shared memories. But for many Nigerians, high travel costs are creating a painful barrier. Some families face impossible choices, paying inflated fares to fly home, enduring long and unsafe road journeys, or staying away from loved ones entirely. While the lawmakers acknowledged the operational challenges faced by airlines, including fuel costs and security-related flight diversions, they stressed that ordinary Nigerians should not bear the brunt. They also emphasized the need for safer roads, better oversight of fares, and long-term solutions like a functional national carrier so that holiday travel can be affordable and safe for everyone. Now, today on Daybreak, we want to hear from you as travel costs rise across air, road and rail. Should the government step in to ease the burden, or should fares be left to the market? Make sure you call us in on the numbers displayed right on your screens. Share your thoughts and opinions, or send us a WhatsApp message as well. We'd like to hear from you. Now, Maryam, looking at this and the way prices have really soared to an abysmal amount, it is devastating to know that for you to go and visit your family, your home, to bond, for it to be a joyful season, you have to spend a lot that a lot of people don't have. Now, having that, going for holiday, you sacrificing that amount to travel, and when it's time for you to come back, you can continue to struggle because you have spent so much money during that festive period. But looking at it and asking Nigerians if the government should, come in to ease that burden is, I think, understandable.
It is necessary at this point because, okay, we have Ade.
Yes, we have Ade from London.
Good morning, Ade. Thank you for calling. Hello, good morning. Is Ade with us?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, good morning, Ade. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good morning, both of you. I want Maryam. Happy weekend. You see, government should intervene in the sense that they should call the operators of the airline, because government have been doing a lot for them about their duty free on their fuel and other things. Because when I heard yesterday that one of our journalists in Nigeria was telling me from Lagos to Akure, he paid 400,000. This is the same flight I paid 17,000 in 2021. I paid 17,000, and now he paid 417,000, and he's coming back. He says he's going to pay 500,000. I think they're just taking a leak about from the government, because how can somebody be giving just anyhow price? And people are afraid to travel by road instead of paying bandits 20 million, 30 million. The next option is either rail line or flight. I think the president should intervene, because we want to travel for holidays, and so they can be able to afford it. It shouldn't be for the big men alone. If I'm going to Italy this morning, from London here to Italy, it will only cost me £214. And that's a journey of 1 hour 55 minutes by air. It will only cost me £214 to Italy. How can somebody pay 600,000 in Nigeria from Abuja to Lagos? I mean, it doesn't make sense at all. So it's an emergency. I appeal to our federal government to come into the matter. I'm not happy the way Kiyawa was defending the airline. I'm not happy about it at all. So the government should intervene and reduce this price and do whatever they can to make sure the price comes down to save the life of Nigerians. Because going by road now is not an option, because they are looking for money, the bandits. So they should save the life of our people. Some of us can afford whatever amount they save, but what of people who can afford it? And who are safe to travel by air and rejoice with their family, you know. So I'm appealing to the president or if it's listening or the chief of staff. Please help us, help Nigeria to do something about this. This is becoming, because imagine now if it's a week to Christmas, they will say 1 million. And they just call any amount and they are not paying the correct tax to government. So that's my own. Government should step in immediately. That's my own view about this. Enjoy yourself and God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Adi, for that. Now, Maryam, looking at the state of, first of our roads and the state of insecurity in Nigeria, it makes Nigerians skeptical to travel by road because a lot, and I've heard a lot of people, you know how Nigerians are, we joke a lot. And some Nigerians will say that if you are prepared to travel by road, make sure that you are well prepared and have your ransom money at hand.
Yeah.
And this is quite heartbreaking to see that Nigerians already are anticipating these kind of issues when it comes to travel. Aside from it being a burden on your pockets,
even the road transport is very expensive right now.
Aside from it being a burden on your pockets, it is very hard for you to travel because of the insecurity that is going on in the country.
We have another
caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Barka da safiya Hajiya Maryam da Hajiya Hauwa. Barka da safiya.
Good morning.
Usman Santraki calling from Yola.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Honestly, you know, Nigeria, we always like to not to be our brother's keepers. In other words, Nigerians always want to molest or cheat one another. I don't think that because there's an Yuletide period, like Xmas is just around the corner, the airfare of tickets would be high, so astronomically that it goes beyond operation of any regional person. And I don't know, maybe the aviation ministry is not fully in charge or not. But I think the way, I'll give you an example. Take from Yola, from Yola to Abuja. Most of these airlines are charging passengers about 250,000 before. Yesterday, I was at the airport escorting my friend to Abuja. He had to pay through his nose. He paid almost 270,000 from Yola to Abuja. From Yola to Abuja. Honestly, Hauwa, government need to step into the airline industry. If not, the thing will become unbearable for people like us who are poor to even travel. I'm not even dreaming of traveling by air because I'm a poor man. But honestly speaking, if government cannot step into it, people will be paying through their nose. And I don't know whether maybe the airlines are taking advantage of what is happening in the country, the insecurity. Now people prefer to travel by air, not by road. But honestly speaking, in order to help people, government need to step into the issue. Remain blessed. Have a good Friday. Thank you for the opportunity given to me. Thank you very much, Adia.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Santaraki, for that. You know, there are different things that culminate and makes it very hard to travel, aside from the soaring prices when it comes to airfare, road transport, as well as rail. Our roads, if you want to travel by road, are not safe. Aside from them not being safe, the roads are not good. That we have bad roads in the country. And then come to hear that even the railway that we do have, for example, from Kaduna to Abuja or Abuja to Kaduna, we've had several incidents that have happened whereby you lose trust in that particular transportation mode as well. So what are your thoughts, Maryam?
Right now, the air transportation is the safest in Nigeria. Like, it's the safest. But the reports in Nigeria show one-way domestic flight is soaring to between 400,000 to 500,000, an amount an average civil servant cannot even afford.
Ridiculous.
How much does a normal civil servant? And we're talking about one-way ticket. So we have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and your location? Thank you for calling.
Good morning, my auntie in the studio.
Thank you. Your name and location, please.
My name is Dr. Martin, coming from Kiyawa.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you please turn down the volume of your TV set so that we can hear you clearly?
Oh. Yeah, already done them.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Our government fair move. They are the big men here, looking for money to pay ransom for bandits. Our problem, fix our rules. Make sure the security is intact. There is no insecurity now in our country. Our road is safe. It's because our road is not safe that the airline came advantage. So I'm appealing to Mr. President to come for our train. How can you pay 600,000 naira from Abuja to Lagos or 500,000 naira from Abuja to Lagos? It's nonsense. I'm sorry to do that. So please, fix our road. Make sure the security in our country, we are safe. The airline will not gain the advantage. Please, thank you, Trust TV.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that.
So you were talking about, you mentioned most of the reasons, roads are bad, the insecurity issues, and the safest is the air, and most people cannot even afford
that,
the air transport right now. So, but the argument against intervention of the government is that aviation industry is particular, is deregulated, meaning prices are determined by the market focus. So the question is, how can the government fix this? How can they make sure that, you understand, they balance, the operators' regulations and the welfare of Nigerians, right?
All right, we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Let's take Shetima Yakwadima calling from Maiduguri. Hello, good morning, Shetima.
Good morning, Hauwa.
Good morning,
Maryam.
Good morning, Shetima.
Good morning,
Thank you for calling.
family. Good morning, Nigeria. This is Shetima Yakwadima calling from Maiduguri.
Thank you for joining us. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Well, honestly speaking, you see, we come to the level where we have been talking about, and that is what we have been fearing of. We come to the level where the rich also cry. So, honestly speaking, this government, by all indications, they are just on the seat, but without monitoring anything. This hiking of every sector, it will not help us, because you don't want the people to survive. Or what is the step that you are taking? That is the question that we are asking. Everything have go upside down, and there is no any attempt for action. You allow market to be manipulated. What do you think will happen in the nearest future? Honestly speaking, something needs to be done. Look at the way life becomes something else in Nigeria. A country like Nigeria, where everyone wants to come in and enjoy the life of Nigeria. Look at in the 80s, people from India, people from Britain, people from all parts of the world, they are coming to Nigeria to enjoy. But now things have become something else. Something needs to be done, honestly speaking. Look at health workers today. Almost a month, they were on strike. Nothing had been done. So what do you want to make? What do you want the country to become? And the life of the Nigerians has become miserable. Well, this is very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. And when you talk, they say you are a critic. You see, that's the fundamental problem that we are having. Because some few people are enjoying the benefit of the government. They don't want people to talk. Look at it, please and please. Something needs to be done urgently, please.
Because which one are we going to bear with? Is this the insecurity? All the strike all over? Every sector was on strike? Or the the lackeys honestly speaking, the thing is worrying. Please, those in the seat of authority, they have to come in to do something better. We are tired of this. Honestly speaking, look at in the 8 years, and in the how many years of the APC government, things have changed to worst. Please, something needs to be done. Honestly speaking, if not, we don't know where we don't know the direction of our country. The country is going down. Honestly speaking, look at our youth now. They have been traveling to foreign countries like Niger, Chad, and Cameroon, looking for a greener pasture. It is not a shame for us with the resources that we have. Haba. Something need to be, something serious need to be done. We have to checkmate all these messes that we are doing. It's not right, honestly speaking. We don't want our youth to grow up to be a better person. We are stealing everything. Every privileges we are just stealing it. Now today, look at the way education has become expensive. A child cannot run to school successfully without just hitches here and there. This is not the way that our past leaders treat us. Why are we treating our younger ones this way? Please, something needs to be done. And what we're praying and hoping things will change within a short period of time. We know Mr. President is trying, but we know that we have a lot of saboteurs at the bottom who are sabotaging his effort. Something needs to be done. These bad elements have to be checked and action to be taken against them. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
So Fatima was talking about, in as much as there are arguments for the government intervention, there are also arguments against government intervention. And as I mentioned one, that the prices are determined by market focus, that's the supply and demand. And the operators attribute the price hikes also to escalating operational costs, including aviation fuel. You have to fulfill for the Jet A1 especially, and maintenance. You also have insurance and spare parts. All these attributes to why the price hikes, especially in the air, price hikes are very expensive right now. But then again, we have another caller.
Yes,
good morning.
Abbas Sinkong calling in from Gombe State. Yeah. Good morning, Abbas Sinkong. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Maryam, Idris. Good morning, Hauwa.
Hauwa, Kiyawa. Thank you very much.
Kiyawa, I want to really appreciate Just for always giving us updates. My birthday I'm calling from the sincerely speaking, each time my humble friend Shetima speaks, I don't want to come on board because he speaks my heart. Very, very good speaker. I do hope the governor of Borno State will look into that aspect. At 65, there are certain things we on the ground will see. Those on the street, they will not see. The governor of Borno State should look into that guy and give him an office that will make him fit into. Yes. Going straight to the topic of today. In a situation where the citizenry seems unhurt, there will be problems. Now, look at the minister supporting the airline hike. What? That is why I said we have psychopaths. We have people that are not wanting the president to succeed. How can I now, from Gombe, want to travel to Akwa Ibom State and be paying over 200 and something pounds by flight? I remember the first time I entered plane from Lagos to Enugu. How much did I pay? 1986. How much? From 86 to now, look at the gap. The government should rethink. And then the advisors Mr. President is having, and the kind of ministers he is having, he should really probe into them. That means they should really investigate them. Look at that one that entered with first certificate. And there are a lot of them like that. They don't know what they are doing. They have a friend, the nurse. Some of them, they are just there for nothing. So we need to do something. They need to look at the suffering of the masses. Most of us will be traveling now. The road is not safe. Definitely we'll go by air. So what are we talking about? Cost of living, very high. Everything skyrocket. Must we continue to remain in abject poverty? Just like Shetima said. When I was in Wesley High School, Otupo, I do remember Indians were there. And there was one man that was teaching us art and craft. He said, my name is Mr. Veletambi. I'm from Sri Lanka. I'm not an India. So we had a lot of them, foreigners. But now, do you see any of them? So we must have everything. Thank you, Trust TV. Remain blessed. Ladies, happy weekend. I do appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Senkong, for that. And I believe we have a couple of WhatsApp messages at this point. We have one from Sheriff Muhammad Siang Bola from Jigawa State, and he says, my take, every December we talk about the Yuletide fare hike like it's a normal tradition, but we rarely discuss how predictable this problem is and how preventable it actually can be. Transport costs don't magically rise because it's Christmas. They rise because there's no real regulation, no seasonal transport strategy, and no active consumer protection around pricing. If agencies were monitoring demand, planning additional buses, and coordinating with unions ahead of time, these hikes wouldn't hit Nigerians this hard. People aren't paying more because they're traveling. They're paying more because the system allows loopholes every festive season. So instead of just reacting, this is the moment for the government and transport regulators to create a December mobility framework that protects both drivers and passengers. Fair pricing shouldn't disappear simply because it's Yuletide. Thank you very much, Sheriff Muhammad Siyambola, for that. All right, looking at it, I believe we have a couple of WhatsApp messages as well. Other WhatsApp messages, and we have a WhatsApp message from Shelu Emmanuel Chuks from Taraba State, and he says the issue at hand is not funny at all. The fuel increase is not easy for the common man. Nigerians will want to go and see their loved ones, but the government should do something about it. Not everyone can afford a flight. Thank you very much for that. We have another one from Nandi Betty. Nandi Betty says, each year during this Yuletide season of festivities, there is a mass human movement involving those who wish to spend time back home with family members, relatives, and other loved ones. Unfortunately, transporters wickedly cash in on this to make huge profits by raising transport fares for roads and air travels. Now, this is to say the least is grossly inhumane and cruelly exploitative. My advice has always been simple. If you can't afford the fares to travel home, please stay put wherever you are and celebrate the Christmas. After all, Christ was not in your village. Thank you very much, Nandi Betty, for that.
That's hilarious, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's very, very true. If you cannot be able to afford that at this moment, since there is no involvement of the government in making sure that these prices are affordable for Nigerians. The biggest problem is, as you mentioned earlier, regulations. There are no regulations, consumer protection as well. We don't take it seriously in Nigeria. Making sure that the average Nigerian can be able to at least afford things that are necessary to them. Travel is necessary when it comes to conducting your business, when it comes to visitation as well, and when it comes to these festive periods, we always know that people must travel. So why not make it easier, put down regulations that would control those kind of hikes, unnecessary hikes that happened just last month. airfare probably from, let's say, Abuja to Kano was about 110, 130, it depends on the airline. But now you can just imagine how much percentage that hike has gotten to.
And that was why I asked that question earlier, that, you know, the regulations have given their own reasons for escalating the airfares, you know, but such as supply and demand, like I said, and also operational cost and the spare parts and what have you. So now the question is, how do the government, because this is business to these airlines, so how will the government, how will they be able to like balance it all? How are they going to balance it? That's the question. So another WhatsApp message is coming from Adamu Muhammad Usman from Kafin Hausa, Jigawa State. He says, good morning, Nigerians. Insecurity is one of the biggest factors that will make people travel by air, since there is no train and the roads are horrible. To be candid, at this critical and crucial moment, Nigerians need remedy and subsidy in so many things, especially on fare hike at a festive time like this, which will make Nigerians happy, since people will travel to their villages to see their families, relatives and friends and well wishers. At least the government should do the needful. Also, the transport owners should show mercy and compassion to reduce the amount. In other way around, Nigerians' road need to be rehabilitated, and in a time like this, festive season, government should deploy more security personnel along the roads to protect the people. May Allah see us through and make it easy for us. This is coming from Adamu Muhammad from Kafin Hausa, like I said. And the last message to take is good. It's coming from, he didn't write name. Okay, he said, my name is Godgift Moses from Bauchi. He said, Yuletide fare hike is real and it's putting a strain on many Nigerians. While I understand the festive season comes with increased demand for transportation, the sudden and steep hike in fares is unfair to the common man. I think the Nigerian government should step into to regulate fares and ensure that transport operators don't take advantage of the situation. A public transportation subsidy or price control measure could help ease the burden on citizens. Let's make the festive season a little more merry and bright for everybody, not just the transport operators.
Absolutely. It is quite important to understand that these periods are very important, especially when it comes to visitation, when it comes to celebration, when it comes to coming together and celebrating each other during the festive period.
Yeah.
And hopefully the government will step in and do the necessary actions, making sure that it is easier for Nigerians to conduct their businesses during this period.